Boom! Guys, what's happening? Today I'll be answering some of your questions which you sent through in my Instagram inbox. So yeah, let's get into it. First question. Vlad, what made you start going to the gym? Well, to be honest, the answer is pretty straightforward. I just want to be jacked. Right? Kinda corny thinking about it now, but I remember back in year 7, a few of the cool kids in my year had abs, and it's like nothing really special, it's just skinny abs, no real muscle. And they would post it on their Snapchat stories, how like mirror pics and how they were deadlifting like 80 kilos. And I'm like, damn, that's cool as hell. And I guess they had a lot of girl attention, which honestly I was a bit jealous of. So I started working out myself, like just doing basic push-ups and crunches, how to get abs in 5 minutes kind of vibe. And I remember we were getting changed from PE, and a couple of boys saw that I guess I wasn't just straight flat or fat like the rest of the guys in my year. Like I had some sort of ab definition, and they called me the jacked Russian kid. And to me that like really stayed. Now I had a reputation to live up to. Like I could not be the jacked Russian kid anymore, so I started working out more, and yeah, I signed up at the end of year 8. So look, I started working out to be cool, Vlad, how long have you been going to the gym for? I signed up at the end of year 8, November 2022. I asked for a gym membership for my 14th birthday because my older brother was going at the time, and I thought it was like really cool, I guess. So yeah, it's been 2.5 years, and I think I've gained 10 to 15 kilos of lean muscle mass since that point. So yeah, my older brother showed me around, and yeah, I don't regret a thing. Can you do a glute spread or oil up? Next question. Ziz or David Laid? Look, to be honest, I feel like the impact David Laid made on the gym community as a whole cannot be underestimated. Like, look, he became the synonym of a perfect physique, of an aesthetic physique, Him and Gymshark, like, are so important to each other. Gymshark could not exist without David Laid. Even if he is on steroids, the transformation that he has made is insane, and I don't think that he is on roids. So, I don't know, to me it's David Laid all the way. Like, he does promote a healthy lifestyle, which I respect. So look, I feel like he's a cool guy. Ziz, on the other hand, he became quite a big persona in the gym community, but that's the thing, only in the gym community. David Laid is known like worldwide. He became model, like the peak male, And look, Ziz overdosed and died from blasting too much gear at 22. Like, sure, he created a cool pose, like, don't get me wrong, like, cool, but I don't know, it's, if you die at 22, what's the vibe? What's so cool about that? Hey Vlad, what do you listen to? Look, if it's in the gym, it's mostly hardstyle and like Russian hardstyle. It's peak as hell. But otherwise, look, my music taste varies from UK rap and Nems, Dave and Central C to all the way like TV Girl, Men I Trust and Cigarettes After Sex. I also listen to a lot of like Russian rap, hella underrated if you ask me. It's quite diverse, I would say. Be pretty much anything. What do your parents think about you going to the gym a lot? I feel like they don't mind as long as my grades are fine and I don't bust gear at 17, Not that I'm planning to anyway, but if you put enough effort into everything, it's a good thing. But no, there was a time they took my gym membership away for a month, but it's okay. I had water polo to save me then. Can you speak Russian? If so, when did you learn to speak English? We moved to Australia back in September 2018. I was just about to turn 10, and my English knowledge honestly peaked at like, hello, my name is Vlad, and oh, how are you? It's insert a video of what it was, right?
This is me, Vlad Russian, and we're at school. Yeah, and you don't need to know which school we're at.
Yeah.
But look around, what can we see? Correct. Look behind you and you'll see some lovely weird kids.
Yes, I am fluent in Russian. Even after we moved, my mom did enroll me into a Russian school, which I completed 8 years of. So I have 8 years of Russian school education. I'm routine. Look dog, to be fair, honestly just spam triceps and shoulders. Look, your tricep takes up like 70% of your arm, and that is the secret to growing big arms. Look, I have like 15-inch arms at 16. Yeah, just spam overhead tricep extension and tricep push down. You'll be good. With the shoulders, I feel like they're like the most aesthetic part of the body, so I try to focus on that a lot. Biceps, overrated as hell, but look, if you want to grow your arms, just spam heavy back exercises, like heavy chest exercises, and you'll be good. What's some good food meal preps to lose fat and build muscle? And also, how long have you been going? To build fat, and to be fair, just move more, eat less, that's all it is, but get your protein in. Like, for the meal preps, pretty straightforward. Chicken and rice, broccoli. Do tuna pasta. Baked tuna has a lot of protein in it. Like a fried rice or protein burritos. I'll be making a fried rice for my cooking with Vlad soon, and I'm going on a cut, just to show that cutting ain't shit. Do you want to compete in bodybuilding or powerlifting? At the highest levels, neither of the sports like really intrigue me. No, it's like a competition of who has the best genetics or who can blast the most steroids, you know? With powerlifting, it's all about hopping on and off cycle, or you'll have some genetic freak who is born and can bench press your max 4 reps. Like, yeah, bodybuilding gives you more of a fair shot, but then again, genetic anomaly and you're done, right? How many reps can you do over 100 kgs on bench and max PR? Thank you. Also bench press tips. I reckon right now at my weight of like 73 kilos, I can do 8 to 10 reps over 100. Then my current PR, I just went for it. I tried 130, I failed, but otherwise it's 125. And for bench press tips, honestly, look, once you learn to use your lats and engage and your leg drive, your bench will skyrocket, right? It's a compound movement for a reason, right? The width of the way you grab the bar also matters, because it will either engage your triceps more, your chest more, as well as your shoulders. So look, focus on your form, learn to engage your lats, find the perfect grip for yourself, and you'll be good to go. King, do you have any advice for staying dedicated? I feel like to stay dedicated, you have to find something you love, you know? If you're doing something because your mom told you to, it's like, for example, reading a book, you're not gonna go very far, because if you're not enjoying the process, you're not really gonna go anywhere. Another thing is, don't rely too much on motivation, because look, motivation goes, it's temporary, but I don't know, the thing that should motivate you is the end goal, not just the result, you know? Well, I guess better to phrase that as, let's say I drop a video on TikTok and it gets like 700k views, and then my next video gets 60. You know, I don't think you should quit after you get those 60 views. I guess you should be motivated by the fact that if you're able to get 700k once, you need to keep going, you know? Motivation is temporary, and work now and enjoy the results later, you know? The earlier you start, the better. You need to rely on yourself. There's no one coming to save you. So staying dedicated relies on discipline. And if you don't have any of that, like, look, you're not gonna go very far. We are competing here against people who like go out drinking and smoke bongs every single day, right? All it takes for you to be above average is just show up for yourself every single day and try to make every day a little bit better. Apply your hardest, try your best, you know? At the end of the day, you're given one life, and are you gonna waste it in regret? Or do you want to be proud of how you live? Dedication is just about how much you really wanted. It's you versus you. What's the hardest quote you can drop for us? The day you stop dreaming is the day you stop living. You should spend your life chasing what you really want. The dreams that you care about, you know? What is life without ambition? If you're not willing to sacrifice something, then someone else will. Leaving your dreams on the pillow. Rely on you having to do something about your dream. Like, a lot of people talk, oh my god, I want to be a fucking millionaire from sitting on my ass and working at Macca's my whole life. Like, bro, you're not gonna go very far if your ambition just stays there. You need to go outside of your comfort zone. You need to go explore. You have to go try new things. Like, yes, people will judge you, but then again, it's like, who is hating on you? The Macca's workers? So I don't know, man. You only live once, and if you're gonna live that life in fear and regret, then what's the point of even trying, you know. But I feel one of my fears is, I guess, just waking up one day and knowing that I lived my life and wasted it, you know. That's why I don't party, I don't like drinking alcohol or consuming any drugs. You know, I like being in control of my own body, and to me, the meaning of life is to try your best and to never set a limit, you know. Sky's the limit for a reason. But thank you for watching, guys. Vlad here. Peace out.